Hello, everybody. Welcome to LSDJ Telemelt Live. I have no guests today, which is, admittedly not what I was expecting. So I might ping a few people and see who shows up. And maybe somebody will show up. And if not, then I guess I'll just figure out what I want to do. Oh, hey! We got somebody.
Testing.
Welcome aboard.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, perfect. Oh, yeah. Say something. Oh, shoot. Yeah. Hang on.
What?
My sound is really having a good time today. It's like, apparently my mic is... Oh, I see what's going on. This should be slightly better. Okay. We go directly into my ears. Then it shouldn't be... it's now it's not doubled. All right, bear with us, everybody. Why? Okay. Maybe we should get started.
Sounds good. Are we live?
Yeah, we're live. I think. I hope we are. I was listening to this and, frankly, it sounds almost done, maybe.
Pouale did a lot of work to it.
There was one thing I think at the end I was gonna change, and that was gonna be just to make the ARP commands like fancy tables. So maybe I'll start with that. Oh, I also had the idea today of setting a timer so that way if it's like longer than 10 minutes, then the timer goes off and then the person has to switch. Because I felt bad for all the people who joined last time and then only got to do 2 minutes. Yeah, so that's that. So it sounds good. How long is it already? I mean, it's not quite enough to be a full song. Also, what is this? I have no idea. But yeah.
It sounds like there's a delay from what I'm seeing in the Telemelt versus your reaction to it.
No way. Well, weird. Yeah, it might be. We've had... I don't mean to point fingers, but there's been issues.
Is it me?
There's been issues with internet when it's skip sandwich DX time.
That is...
Or CPU. I'm not sure which one it is, because it seems like the internet, Discord chat is fine.
I don't think I've ever seen that much difference in latency. like with input though. That's like a first. But that's also okay. Let's find out if
it seems really great.
does it. Do you see me like starting and stopping?
Yeah.
And going up and down, up, down.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Okay, maybe it just like it needs to warm up. Yeah, I like the 10-minute idea. That's sounds fun. I like it because it can like it could kind of pull the rug out from people in like a fun way.
Yeah, maybe we won't use it unless there's like more than 4 people or something, because I don't think we need it in this case. I don't even care if I even write anything today.
I'll be surprised
if you can write for 2 hours.
That's literally that might be impossible. This is the first time I've touched a controller in a couple weeks. I'm still recovering.
Yeah,
like,
that's a bummer.
My brain is a little fried. So who knows what.
Well, this is the first time I've touched a controller in a couple of weeks, just because I haven't felt like it.
This is going to be the lowest quality stream yet.
Yeah, which is fine. Yeah, it is a little laggy for me now.
That is such a smooth transition back to the original.
Oh, I know. That's why it's like irresistible. You're like, come on, you can't just like put me back in the beginning where I wanted to be in the first place.
I don't know if I should just get rid of this and move it down. I'm just gonna move it down for now, but
you know, here's my next immediate idea, because this is just like the low hanging fruit, is like instead of maybe we could work off this. How
that was literally what I was gonna say. Is like I was gonna like change up the last phrases, but it makes more sense to continue it because it was such a smooth transition back to the beginning.
Wait. Oh, it's on step mode. Yeah. That's fun.
I wonder what I can do to see if I can improve the connection experience from my end.
Oh, hard to say. I mean, the best thing that we seem to have success, the most success doing, is like trying to minimize background CPU. So, but I don't think you're like having a ton of tabs open anymore, so it's hard to say.
I mean, that's actually what I do every single time right before I hop on, is like I bring up Task Manager and sort by CPU usage, and anything that's even slightly like after Chrome is using 48%, and then after that, excuse me, System is less than 2%, Discord is less than 0.5%, then just like a couple random like no VPN on. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, is it something as simple as like up and down speed of the connection?
I kind of doubt it. Otherwise, I feel like we'd be having a ton of issues with Discord.
Yeah. I definitely don't have the fastest internet that Comcast like has available, but it's certainly not the worst either. So it's like kind of in the middle.
Yeah, I don't think it's that per se. It's very strange. I mean, it could be a Chrome thing. You know what? I mean, honestly, I actually don't use Chrome, but I do have like a separate Chromium. I installed Chromium, and I only use Telemelt with it. So like I don't have any extensions or like anything stored in the browser. Like it's literally just like a fresh install of Chromium that I use for Telemelt, and like I log into Dropbox, and that's literally it.
Yeah. Maybe I'll look into excuse me, a better browser that has way less.
Hey.
Well,
Yeah, too much talking, not enough music here.
all right. Well, okay. You have control already.
How are you?
Good. How are you guys?
I'm good.
Welcome aboard.
We're both discussing how like out of practice we are, and I'm not feeling great. So it's great that you're here because we're gonna like make you do everything again.
To be fair, I'm a bit tired myself.
Uh-oh. Oh my god.
I don't know what it is. Is it just everyone's tired today? I'm talking to another guest who may or may not hop on, who said that they seem. Oh wait, you're here. Welcome.
Hello.
Oh, tired
Talking
guest
about how tired
number 4.
we all are.
I mean, technically, I'm the brand of tired that you overslept. So. Is that true tiredness?
I think it is. Yeah. It's just a different type.
True.
Oh, well, now might be a good time for me to implement this whole timer policy.
No.
Paul gets set to 30 seconds.
I think we're just okay. I gotta add another. This is dangerous. Studio mode. Can I? Oh, it does work. Hell yeah. There we go. Well, in the realm of boring technical discussion, I've been helping like a little bit with the newish forks of Piggy Tracker, and there was like some discussion around what happens if you have like a chain that's populated with phrases, and then like one channel to the right, it's all empty, like no chains, and then one channel to the right of that, you have an empty chain. And let's say you're in one of the phrases in the first chain in the first channel, and you navigate to the right using B plus right. Like, what should happen?
Oh.
Like, it's. I thought, okay, well,
It doesn't work in LCJ, right?
the
It just nothing
LSDJ,
happens.
nothing happens. That's how it handles that. So I was like, that seems like it. Yeah, it seems like it should be disallowed because you don't want to go to a phrase that doesn't exist. So,
Yeah, because then you'll make mistakes.
But then if there's a populated phrase in a chain to the right of that, then it would skip the empty chain and navigate over to the phrase that's populated over to the right of that one, like the rightmost one or whatever. So I was testing it on the M8 4.0 firmware, and it's very weird. So you can navigate to the right, and it doesn't really work, but then when you go back to the chain view, you're in the empty chain, which is very weird. Then if you go back to song view, you're back on the original chain where you started. So I was like, whoa, that seems like it's broken. Like, either you shouldn't be allowed to jump to the empty chain, or if it thinks you want to go to the empty chain, then it should put you in the empty, like, it should highlight the empty one when you're back on the song screen. I don't know if this is making any sense or not, but I was just like, this behavior seems funny, so I posted it as a bug. I think it should...
I'm sorry, I was gonna say I like the idea of it not letting you make mistakes and mitigating, like how LSDJ does.
Yeah, I kind of felt like, the behavior makes it feel like a mistake. Like, oops, I shouldn't be here. Because when you go back out of it, you're back on the other chain. Whereas, like, yeah, with LSDJ, it doesn't assume you want to go there. I kind of like the idea that it does, like, give you the benefit of the doubt, like, hey, I assume you actually wanted to go to this empty chain, that you remembered it was there. But I also think it's confusing, because it probably shouldn't navigate you to a phrase or a chain that, like, if the phrase screen doesn't change and it's displaying the current phrase, you shouldn't somehow navigate to a total other chain. It should still keep you in the same chain.
It should keep you on the same. It's just keep you on the same row.
Yeah.
If there's a missing column, like, if there's a blank spot, like in Pulse Channel 2 and LSDJ, I wouldn't mind, it pushing me over to the wave channel or...
Well, yeah, it will push you over to the wave channel, but I'm saying, like, an empty chain in the wave channel.
Yeah.
Like a chain that's been allocated, but it has no phrases in it. But then if there is a populated chain in the noise channel, jump over to that one and skip the empty one in the wave channel.
Small priority there of, like, which one I would go to first.
Yeah. So I just think that if you're navigating from phrase view, you shouldn't ever be able to navigate to an empty chain. Like, that seems like the most consistent and easiest thing to implement, because then you don't get lost wandering around the screen map.
I think it's funny that I'm part of this conversation because I've only been doing that type of navigation because of, people on the stream for the past, like, 6 months. It wasn't in my muscle memory until then. Because, I don't know. Just never really thought about it.
Yeah, it's a nice habit, I feel like, to get into. It makes workflow just like
For
that
sure.
much smoother because you're not like constantly backing out of screens. But
it's a time saver.
I worked that way for a long time too, and then I was like, wait, I think I can just go up and down or left and right this way. It doesn't always work if I decide that I'm like trying to write with different speeds, or like one of the channels gets into a different groove. Then it gets a little bit trickier to navigate that way.
Paul, could you be any more practiced up with, like, programming LSDJ music? Like,
What?
you're doing this so effortlessly.
I'm doing a lot of effort in my head. Well, I'm just writing music here. Sorry, yeah, I'm not talking a lot because I'm trying to.
Yeah.
I'm trying to write.
Yeah,
So,
we figured
yeah, I
you might
would
as
like
well,
to
you might as well make the
develop
most
the
of your
melody a little
remaining
bit.
3 minutes and 50 seconds.
Oh.
Oh, there's a timer for real now. Oh my
There's
God.
a timer on the stream. You're probably not watching it, but it won't. Actually,
Yeah, I'm watching the stream. I see the timer now.
I'm not sure if I'm not sure where this timer is even hanging out. It's probably on my output. I don't think I can pipe this through to Discord, so I'll just have to notify you when the timer goes off. But I think the stream will.
I see the stream, so.
I like the
but,
idea of it being a mystery.
My favorite table ever. Left, right. Why does it sound wrong?
Because it is wrong.
What? D?
Hey, Lexi, what's up? Welcome.
What?
This is the
Oh.
tired stream.
Wait. Oh, okay. I'm using the wrong table. That's why. You know what? Maybe I don't want that actually.
Oh shoot! I got the. I gotta re-initialize the emote wall. All of my browser sources broke today for some reason.
It wouldn't be a stream without you having some kind of like technical issue.
Hey, come on. I mean, sometimes it actually works. I just don't know what's causing it. Like, because none of the settings like have changed. Everything's the same as it was, so I don't really get it. But oh, here it is. Okay.
Oh, okay. I have 1 minute 37 seconds left.
Yeah.
Easy.
Okay. It may work again. Oh, gosh. Sorry to hear that. We've been discussing about how tired/awake we are, which seems not to be very awake and more on the side of tired. Is Pouale behaving? Well, you tell me. He's got 57 seconds left.
I'll never give back control.
You have 55 seconds to guess what I'm drinking.
Water.
It's mostly made of water.
It's a really good way to spend it.
Well, I think
Hey,
that's,
Hypnogram. Welcome.
Oh, welcome.
I don't think they have.
Oh, there's the emote wall. Okay, I think I need.
This is a super American beverage.
Mountain Dew.
I just like choked on it. No, it's not
beer.
Mountain Dew. That is
Beer.
probably I misspoke.
Oops.
That is probably the most American beverage possible that you could have guessed.
Yeah, I
love
would have.
that you knew it.
I was about to guess Mountain Dew, but he said it first.
That's amazing. It's a little bit more like Americana. Let's say.
Hey,
that,
all
a
right,
little
time's up.
Oh, coffee.
bit. No.
I have
Here
no
we go.
idea.
Okay. All right,
Oh god. Okay.
timer. Reset. I guess that. Oh, here we go.
Where are we at?
Paul, have you ever had Mountain Dew before?
No. To be fair, I'm not even sure you can buy it in Europe.
I'm pretty sure the whole European Union agreed that it should be illegal. Like,
It has multiple, like, ingredients, quote unquote, in it that are definitely considered toxic in Europe.
yeah, it's not food.
Maybe.
Fun fact, coffee was originally a bigger thing in the UK before tea was introduced. Yeah. I think it was responsible for some
Okay, I'm
fomenting
currently
revolutions and things.
I'm currently reading the article about Mountain Dew on Wikipedia. So apparently you can buy it in France, but only the version without sugar.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't
wait,
know why that is.
It's a different formula than what it is. It's not the same one.
Yeah,
It's not the
I
same.
Wait.
don't-
The,
They don't say why it's not good. No, why the regular version is not sold.
Lexi
Now, I know that,
says
like,
on the topic
every-
of Mountain Dew, in Japan they have an entirely different recipe because the American version contains too many things illegal outside of America.
Yeah,
that's so. It's Americans drinking Mountain Dew like it's like they have free healthcare.
don't you have like hundreds of flavors of Mountain Dew?
I wouldn't say hundreds.
Half a
But
dozen with they always come out with like a new one every
They
year,
rotate
or
them.
2 or 3 or whoever, whatever.
Yeah, like I know when I was in Italy, their version of Fanta orange soda was amazing. It was so much better, and obviously has like a lot more juice than like the American
Like
version. Or even-
the arancetta from San Pellegrino.
Mm.
Wait, what?
I mean,
Oh, the San
Like-
Pellegrino. Like, there's an orange flavor. I've never had that one.
yeah, I mean, like the arancetta, and like it's commercialized by San Pellegrino. It's like, yeah, so like orange, sparkling orange juice, basically.
Right.
Is that what you had?
This one is literally it's Fanta. It's
Oh,
I think it's
use
produced
like,
by Coca-Cola Company.
Like okay, Fanta, like proper Fanta. I thought like you were thinking of like some kind of local alternative to Fanta.
No,
Well,
but like what Fanta is to that San Pellegrino sparkling orange is like what U.S. Fanta is to European Fanta.
Right. Like, well,
Maybe.
specifically Italy. Like, Italy has its own recipe, like different from the rest of Europe. Even
Okay,
where
I didn't know that.
it contains even more juice, and like the color is extremely pale because it's like it's natural orange juice. There's no BS like added to it, and it tastes super unique and it's delicious, and it's so much better than American orange soda. And I've had Mexico has like a natural cane sugar, which is crazy. Where like when something contains sugar, it's considered healthy in comparison to like an American food.
Yeah.
Like, but yeah, it's delicious, and I tried to like order a case of it, and it was like $160 for like 12 bottles to import it, and I just didn't want to.
Yeah, not
spend
worth
that
it.
much money.
No, it's worth it. It's worth it only one time though. In Germany, there's a factory that produces Coke and orange Fanta and mixes them together as its own drink, alleges Lexi. I feel like that's not
Why?
a true thing. Also note, orange Fanta
Well,
in the States is literally the worst possible Fanta out there.
Oh, dude, it's disgusting. So I found out that Sunkissed orange soda has caffeine in it.
Hey.
Like, I always like when I was like younger, I would drink the diet Sunkissed like sometimes at night with like a meal or a snack, and always got the worst sleep of my life. And I realized it was because it has caffeine in it, and never heard of an orange soda that has caffeine in it.
Fanta in the US is just orange flavored sugar water. In Europe, they actually use real orange juice.
Right.
I
And then I
used to
think even
stay
more
in-
juice.
Yeah,
in
yeah.
Italy.
I used to stay in Central America and I miss the Fanta down there so much better. Yeah, they probably use more cane sugar than we do, if I had to guess.
Part of my family is from Central America, and they have a it's not exactly healthy because there's junky ingredients, but it doesn't have high fructose corn syrup, and it's a banana flavored soda, and it's amazing. It tastes like bubblegum. It makes you think how they developed the flavor of bubblegum. Like when you taste it, it's like I start suspecting all kinds of things about like bubblegum flavor is derived from like banana.
Oh, yeah,
It
sure.
tastes so close.
Lexi,
It makes sense.
so apparently the German soda I was talking about is called Spezi or something. That's how I don't read German, but that's how I would pronounce it. But what kind of which Germans do we know? Like Cleater or Vault Kid or somebody in Germany that we could run this by.
I took 4 years of German in high school.
Did you ever hear about a soda called Spezi? Is that how to pronounce that?
I mean, maybe. Spezi sounds about right.
Spezi. I don't read German, so
I think it would just be Spezi.
Spezi. My favorite sodas list: Inca Cola, Milka, Dr. Pepper.
Shout out to Korean beverages too. Like I feel like Asian countries like lock down beverages better than any other
I
parts of the world.
forgot to put the artist. I forgot to update the artist text. And .exe.
Anyhow, I'm drinking Stewart's root beer.
Oh, okay.
It's not bad once in a while.
I just watched Food Wars where they were talking about A&W root beer in the UK, but it's actually not A&W. It's called AW, and it's just designed to mimic the A&W root beer in America. I don't know if like root beer is a European type of drink at all. You might be right about that, even in the general sense.
Well, I'm not sure. Like, we have ginger beer. I'm not sure that's exactly the same thing.
No, it's along the same lines. You're right. Like in England or in the UK, they have dandelion and burdock. So
I mean, I guess technically it's
root,
like a root, yeah,
and beer, but it doesn't cover the same. I think the ones in the
like,
US are really weighing with
Canada
like
Dry.
sarsaparilla.
Is that root beer?
No, that's ginger ale.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
this is like or yeah, sometimes ginger beer can be used interchangeably, but it's usually that's like a stronger, like more pungent, like real gingery, whereas like ginger ale is almost kind of like ginger flavored, lemon lime soda or something.
Yeah.
Has anyone had like authentic like sarsaparilla like based root beer?
Oh, I finally gave up soda. I only drink lime Topo Chico. Hell yeah. I like plain, just like, or sometimes, like lemon juice and seltzer water, or club soda or whatever. I have
Definitely, I had to look at the picture of Sprecher. I've had Sprecher a bunch of times.
Oh, okay.
They sell it actually at the hardware store.
You mean Spezzy?
What?
Spezzy?
Sprecher.
Oh, what's Sprecher?
I thought that's what you said.
No.
It sounds German. Let's find out if it is.
Spezzy, S-P-E-Z-I, or something.
Oh.
I don't know what that's supposed to mean, or something. Is it called that, or is it called something else? I guess now I have to know. Spetzi, it looks like.
I think it's probably pronounced Spetzi.
Spetzi, that's what I said. It's a mix of the brand name for a soft drink owned by Brauhaus Riegele in Augsburg, Germany. Spetzi is a genericized trademark, and the name is used as a generic term for a mixture of cola and orange soda, orangeade, in most German-speaking countries. What? Started as a beer company. Most grocery store chains sell generic brand versions of the drink, usually called Cola Mix. Yeah, it literally is basically just the ingredients are like Coca-Cola plus orange juice concentrate plus lemon juice concentrate. So it's like orange and lemon flavor. You know what? That kind of sounds good. There's a local soda. Well, Hypnogram, if you're here, you'll know about this because this is like an Evansville thing. We have it here now, but it's called Ski, and it's like lemon, lime, and orange flavored. Okay, time's up.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I was trying to introduce some melodic variation, but I'm not sure how successful I was.
I guess I have to do this now. Ski. Yeah. Ski. Oh, it's so good. I can't imagine mixing Ski with Coca-Cola, but there was like a lemon flavored Coca-Cola that was pretty good. But yeah, I try not to drink soda anymore at all. Here's my controller. Okay, here we go.
Time's running out.
Uh-oh. That was not meant to be.
What? The barcade down here made a Ski frozen margarita. It was amazing. I should go back sometime. American Cola is actually trash. Near the bottom of the list of qualities of colas.
There's a lot though. There's like lots of different companies. Talking about Coca-Cola, because definitely it's just like the Coca-Cola itself is probably the worst. I mean, a lot of food is.
I just go back to what I was doing here, which was, are these all? I should have.
Most of them are cloned, but maybe not all of them.
Gosh, it looks like I must have cleaned before I saved because these are
I think
all like
probably
early
the
numbers.
the two first ones are new, but the ones after that are not.
Oh, really? No, they should have got deep cloned because this was cloned from this.
Well, I recloned some of them, so maybe that's it.
So anyway, I want to bring this back.
So in the last song, we sort of had a call and response thing there too, didn't we?
Yeah.
And I thought it was interesting that we never really variated from that. So I tried to do something here where the call and response sort of ends, but I didn't. I don't think it's very good yet. But I don't know. Maybe we can find something to do with that, like a solo or something.
I think that's also what I was trying to do, like because we had like short bursts of melody interrupted, and then I tried to like have something continuous. But,
yeah, it's hard. Not to say, the last song didn't go in an interesting direction, which, I mean, it definitely did. It was just, there was something there I heard that never materialized. Kind of out of my wheelhouse, but...
I'm sorry. In my defense, you're free to take over the controller whenever you want, so...
Oh, no one needs to defend.
there's a timer.
Yeah, the timer I feel like supersedes like the takeover of the controller.
No,
Yeah,
it does not. The timer, like, it just will reset either at 10 minutes or when somebody else takes the controller. It's like a shot clock, you know?
I think like the 10 minutes timer is a good thing because like it could be if you want to do more you can't, and if you want to do less you can't. You have to do all 10 minutes.
No. If you want to do less, you could pass it off to somebody else. But I do think that, like, at minimum, everybody should get at least one, like, 10-minute, or, you know what I mean? Like, that was my main concern, was that, like, if it keeps somebody from bogarting the controller for forever, so that, like, if 8 people join, if we have 2 hours, that means, like, everybody gets, like, 15 minutes, really, maximum, in order to make it, like, a fair enough stream. So that was my thought, was that like, there used to be a timer in Telemelt, like right under the controller. It would show you how long that person had taken the controls. I wonder if he took it out just because.
I think it does.
What?
Yeah, it's personal setting.
Oh, snap.
Oh.
Because I see you've been using it for 5 minutes.
Yeah. Cool. Well, see, okay, so I didn't have that on. Oh, I must have found it annoying or something. Yeah. Well.
It's in the options. Well, you are supposed to be the Telemelt expert here.
Interesting.
Yeah. I should be penalized, if anything.
Yeah. Well, cool. This is cool. Okay.
Nice.
I was like, I don't know where this went. I think he removed it. He didn't remove it.
The punishment for running out of ideas is you have to drink one Diet Coke, a Diet Mountain Dew.
Oh, that's a good segue. I'm gonna get coffee.
So, is like high fructose corn syrup like outlawed in the European Union?
What? Sorry, I didn't.
High fructose corn syrup. It's outlawed, right?
Come on, he doesn't know that.
It's just not used.
I don't know if it's. Well, I think like basically we have less corn. in Europe, so maybe it's not as
That well, I mean,
financially
I think the
interesting.
problem is that most of the corn syrup is made with like GMO corn, which is probably not legal.
I
the
think
EU.
GMOs are mostly legal.
Oh, shoot, I always think it's like a better situation over there than it really is. I guess the food lobby's got your.
I think like it's like there are more restrictions, but like there's like there are some GMOs for sure. Okay, I'm reading the Wikipedia article for.
I mean, a lot of GMOs like are necessary for some parts of the world, right? Like golden rice, for example, is like a GMO rice that like feeds like a lot of impoverished parts of the world and stuff.
I don't know. No, I don't think so. I think
I don't
that's
know
a
enough
lie
about
made
it.
up by the by the big ag.
Makes sense.
Stricter
Apparently-
regulations on high fructose corn syrup, and in some countries, it's outright banned, according to a quick Google goal.
It should be.
Well, on the Wikipedia article, it says like it's completely banned from soft drinks,
Good.
but it's probably authorized in like some other food products. I mean corn syrup, but I don't know about GMOs.
I'm back. I got a coffee.
Nice.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
I have to like I have to limit my coffees. No caffeine after 12 o'clock. Otherwise, it's probably an issue.
Normally, I don't sleep. I don't drink it at all because I have insomnia. But it's one of those days. Actually, I went for a sleep study, and they found that I was I was in sleep stage 2 while I was wide awake and reading, and I felt like super awake, but kind of tired at the same time.
What does that mean?
It means that I'm supposed to be dozing off, and my brain interprets it as being wide awake for whatever reason. So I felt like that when I joined the stream, so I might have literally been asleep.
Literally,
Yes.
according to science.
Yes.
I've been like picking up my brain off the floor because I've had COVID for the past 2 weeks, and like I feel like I'm just starting to be like mentally like present.
That big long bass note is not supposed to.
Okay, sorry. What is this? OF. Oh,
Uh-oh.
F. Come on. Okay, well, shit. Whatever.
What? What were you trying to do?
Time's up.
But I wanted to make. Well, I mean,
Time's
you
up.
could just decide
Time's
what
up,
I was
it's
trying to
time's
do.
I wasn't following it at all. Like,
That's the part of that's the fun part of this. I'm just, trying to add as much chaotic energy to the stream as possible, because like the songs are sounding too coherent and they need to get crazier.
Yeah.
I just want to put something there that's like the opposite of what you wanted to do, just to make you mad.
It's fine. I'm just going
There you
off of ideas that I tried to have. I was like, oh, maybe this could be a promising path to go down. It's not guaranteed to even be a good idea.
Was there a C command there before? Now you got me curious.
Yep.
All right.
This is chaotic enough.
Leave it. Just that's push to prod. It's done.
Yeah, we're just gonna put some more stuff.
This is kind of like if Caretaker was upbeat chiptune.
Not familiar. Sorry, but I trust your opinion.
Caretaker is it's like conceptual music. It's like he starts with this old ballroom music and it slowly degrades based on like what having Alzheimer's
Wait, is that
like.
Inky?
Wow, cool.
It's really awesome. It's like one of the best things to come out of the 2010s. I mean, obviously very disturbing.
I don't know if I know any music from the 2010s.
There was no music from 2010 to 2020. No music was written or released.
Caretaker was pretty popular for like a high concept art thing. Like it's used in memes a lot.
I'm not too familiar with memes.
Is this a meme?
The only meme I think I really kind of know or understand is the lick. The one downside of returning to the LSDJ Telemelt live streams is that now I want a grilled cheese.
It took me a minute to realize what you meant by the lick because I was looking at Hypnogram's lick emote in chat and I was like, is that a special emote I don't know about?
Ski, man. That's one of those things where I keep having this list of things I'm gonna do if I like win the lottery, basically. It's like if I win the lottery, I'm gonna get more ski. They don't have it at like every grocery store here. It's only like certain ones. So you kind of gotta travel across town, so it's not necessarily like a thing I would just pick up on a whim. Or so far as I know, anyway, like, yeah. I can't remember the last place I saw it, so I would have to go searching for it, I guess.
I'm like worried that I'm gonna like just ruin other people's work without realizing. Okay, it looks like there's plenty of these around.
I wouldn't worry about it.
Okay, yeah, I was just trying to get a feel for how appropriate it is to just edit stuff.
If I had known you were that crazy about it, I would have brought some up when I was up that way a few weeks ago. Yeah, no sweat. It's not an essential like thing by any means. I mean, at least I can get it here now. Now, if we were talking about Donut Bank, that might be a different story. Oh, I miss Donut Bank. I should find an excuse to make my way back down there again at some point. Weirdly, actually, there's like a holistic... No, you know what? It's not all the way down there. It's somewhere around, I want to say French Lick, but there's like a holistic vet that we have been interested in checking out, but we just need to like actually book the time to go down there. So that might be a possibility in the somewhat not so distant future, maybe? I don't know. The donuts and me are basically the only reason to come here. Yeah, well, of course. But I also think it's like High Score Saloon, right? That place is not too bad. And if Secret Headquarters is still there, gosh, it's been so long since I've taking a run down there. And if they still have that like retro electronics store that we went to, we got like a Game Boy camera for $2 or something. That was quite excellent. So I could think of a few reasons to go, really. High Score was the place I was talking about with the frozen ski drink. Yeah. I only ever rented Game Boy cameras. Oh, all the lost pictures. I got like one of the gold ones from Nintendo Power, the like Zelda themed one. That was great. I think I still have it. I still like had like pictures stored in the memory of that thing. Like I mean I can't even imagine how old they were. Just crazy. You guys keep making me feel like I need to fix that OG brick I have since I can't find my GBC model. Well, the brick is really my favorite form factor, and I've tried pretty much everything, and I can't really overstate how great having the IPS screens are. Other than that, the only thing I like more about the GBC is just the faster CPU. So I've been trying to find the best of both worlds, but I think I might end up settling for an analog pocket because now that it's got the OpenFPGA Game Boy core and it can actually run LSDJ and play samples back faithfully, and it's got link cable support, like that seems like it's actually good because I'm tired of my Game Boys crashing. I'm tired of having to mod them all the time and like, oh, the shell doesn't fit when I try to get the Pro sound in, and the battery life is bad. And you know, there's another one though. There's the funny playing GBC, but I just want them to put it in a DMG form factor. I don't have the money and tools to mod it. Yeah, that stuff can be prohibitive. I kind of joined as a hobby when you could still get a DMG for $20. So I ended up getting a bunch of them. But now they're all just kind of like in various stages of disassembly, so it's really a pain to just put another... I'm like, I need to put two more together because the ones I've got are like in shambles. And I've got like one with an IPS screen, but I haven't soldered the speaker in it yet, so it doesn't quite work as well as it... like, and it's not Pro sounded, so I would have to do that. And I've got like the retro modding, like Pro Sound board, but I, you know, haven't modded the shells, even though it's like really nice. And you've got to like disassemble the headphone jack from the audio board, so it's just a number of like very tiny small things where I'm like, you know what is easier is to just buy an analog pocket. I like the Anbernix too, but you can't sync them together, so I don't know. At this point I'm like, maybe I'll use one real Game Boy and then one fake Game Boy.
The DMG hurts my hands.
Ah, my turn. Ah, oops, no, ah! Okay. No, not to that one.
Oh. Where's this actually going to? It's going to there. What?
What is it that makes the DMG sound different again? Isn't it just like a crappy capacitor? Has anyone tried to transplant that into a GBC?
It's a good question. I don't know if it's... I don't know exactly what it is, but I assume it's the signal that's coming off the chip. It's whatever that signal is, because people have... I mean, that's what the Pro sound is. It's like direct line out from the chip and bypassing the audio port. So I don't think it's that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I don't know exactly why, you know, other than just the components are different.
People do say that, like, it's a capacitor, so I wonder if that's just like a rumor.
Yeah, I mean, there are a couple of caps that you can replace. I think there's a huge misconception about the whole bass boost thing, because really what it's there is for a high pass filter that's kind of removing some of the ugly DC offset. It's not really bass, because you're doing stuff way below like bass range. You're making fun music with the Game Boy? Well, we're trying, yeah. Welcome. It's 4 people in a call with the controller passing between them. Yeah, thanks for explaining that. You know what? Somebody asked me that on the last stream. I kind of forget to intro this anymore because I just don't really think about it, because I'm like, oh, well, people should know what this is. But in case you don't know what it is, if you go to telemelt.com, it is a web-based emulator that supports different sessions with up to 8 people, where you can pass the controller between players, and it supports all kinds of retro games: NES, Super Nintendo, Game Boy Advance, Genesis, Master System, Game Boy Color. Those are the main ones. I think I mentioned most, if not all. Teleback needs rollback netcode. I disagree. You shouldn't know what this is. Yeah, it's yeah. It would be great if they had PSP support, because then we could use Piggy Tracker. I keep thinking, like, gosh, it would be fun to do like M8 in the style of Telemelt, but we would need some kind of like parsec, and we would need some kind of way to stream the audio like in real time. And there are solutions to this problem. I just don't know if I want to invest in that, because A, this is charming, B, it's kind of simple. Once you start using like more complicated M8 stuff, like, I don't know, it just seems like a whole rabbit hole that I don't necessarily want to go down. But oh, PSSec. There's also another PSP music program too. Oh, cool. Yeah, Piggy Tracker, it runs on PSP, but it also has ports to like a bunch of different platforms. And DJ Disc Machine and a few other people are working on porting it and like updating the code and adding some quality of life features. Like it's pretty cool. It's pretty exciting. I've never really used Piggy Tracker. I always felt like it's just kind of like a rip-off of LSDJ, but it's not. It's its own thing. It's very cool, and I would like to use it at some point. I'm really unfamiliar with anything on the PSP. DJ Disc Machine is a badass DJ name. Yeah, he's a super cool guy, and his stuff is cool. Check him out on YouTube and Bandcamp and stuff. He just played a set at Chipwrecked 2024. I think that's up on YouTube. It's really, really good. I guess I could go find it and post the link in the chat. I need to grab more water. Anyone need anything while I'm gone? Tacos? Telemelt looks cool. Is this self-hostable? It's not self-hostable. It runs on, I don't remember. There's an FAQ where he explains what it's running on. But no, it's hosted on some kind of Microsoft backend. I don't remember. No, anything else? A ski margarita? What was that one? Is that what it was? Yeah. Also, no? Okay, well then just like maybe a South American cola then?
By the way, those Inca colas are amazing.
Oh, cool.
They're so good.
I don't think
I
I've
forgot
ever
about
had
those. It has like a from what I remember, like a goldish label to it, and it's like actually like yellow in color.
Wait a minute, I think I've had this before. No, that's not the one I'm thinking of a different one.
Yes, they are so delicious. I can't even describe it. It's a very unique flavor.
Very
Peruvian.
sweet without being too sweet. I'm trying to see if I've...
Definitely a little less sweet, but still sweet.
I was thinking of... Okay. I was thinking of Malta Goya. You know that one?
Yes. Yeah, Inca's really good. Definitely similar to the banana soda I was referencing.
It's literally gumdrop flavor. It's very sweet without being too...
I didn't realize it was supposed to be gumdrop flavor. It's funny that I mentioned it tastes like the other one, and I also said it tastes like bubblegum. It's funny.
I like how all these buttons on Telemelt can be viewed by the screen reader. Hey, that's cool. It must be because of the web browser support. I got the web emulator. I'm not sure. Glad to hear that it's working for you. Yeah, so what we're doing is we have LSDJ running in the Game Boy emulator, which is Same Boy, and then we can save the songs and reload them next time, so we can continue working on them, you know, together. Or whoever wants to join the session can work. Sometimes people are not available for the stream, but they might join next time. Or they might not want to join ever again. I should fix this. No, it's not the latest version of Same Boy. It is... I don't even remember. It was whenever I asked Batsley, I said, can you please update to this latest version of Same Boy? So it was the latest at the time that I asked him to update it. Which, I don't know. I don't remember when that was, but it's a year ago? It was probably... Oh! Guess what?
No.
No, wait. Is that you? Or is it me? No, I think it's you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's me.
I was trying to write a fugue or something.
Where's that puke coming from that never repeats?
O.14.6. Pretty old version, I would say, at this point. But it works pretty well. So I think that's probably the version that it's running. Yep. Same boy has GBS support. Yeah, I think in one of the versions it does. I don't know if that's this one, but I'm pretty sure you're right. What version of LSDJ? This is actually the 9.4.1 preview version. I don't think it's gotten released yet, but I was helping test some of the speech synth bugs that were fixed.
I wrote this, so I'm just gonna make
Delete
an executive decision and
I
say,
wrote this, so I'm just gonna delete it. Oh, I forgot to set your timer. Okay, I'm gonna set it for a little. I'll set it for 8 minutes. Set timer, 8 minutes. There we go. That's the nice thing about having the timer back on the screen is I can actually like sync it properly. This is the first time that we've done this timer thing, so I actually kind of like the way that it's working.
Yeah, me too.
In a sense, it's like it's kind of actually reduced the chaos weirdly because nobody wants to take the controller because everybody feels like they're getting a turn now.
I like it just because Paul said, "Oh."
I love my revenge.
When the time comes.
I mean, he can take
Literally.
the controller back at any time. Like nobody's stopping. You know, you can like prevent participants from stealing the controller in the settings. But I'm like, but where was the fun in that?
very quiet. Wasn't there a yeah, there's a secondary part to this.
Anyone here or in the chat ever use NanoLoop?
For 4 minutes in the late 2000s.
I have never used it, but it seems kind of fun. I mean, it's much like for like live writing music. It's probably much more interesting.
It was like
Yeah, I
visual,
agree.
it's like visual based, right? Like the way it works.
It's weird. It's bad. I don't like it. No, it's cool. Yeah, I think there's a lot of potential. I got a NanoLoop 2 cart because I was working on somebody else was working on modding me a couple of GBA SPs. So I thought, you know, I could get a NanoLoop 2 cart. I really like the FME stuff that it can do.
That was the NanoLoop 2 just means it's for the GBA.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of my favorite chiptune was made with NanoLoop 2.
Oh, this is
Yeah, Boa Constructor. Havoc uses it.
Didn't Home Suite use it too for a while, like back in the day?
I guess you would probably know because I don't think I was around.
48, 47. Okay, so these can all be.
Now I'm curious.
Are NanoLoop carts being made? As far as I know, that yes, they are. It's kind of a minimalist design, but like the new one, the new NanoLoop 2 carts have their own like headphone out in the cart, which is crazy, but it's because people wanted to use them in like DS Lites. So that you could send the sync out of the cartridge. So you can, I think it sends out audio or sync. I could be wrong. It might only be sync, but either way, you can get analog sync out of the NanoLoop cart. and then also get audio out. But I was like, okay, you know what? I'll give it a shot. I think I've booted it up like once. Like, I guess I have to spend time actually learning how to use this. That kind of made it immediately less appealing.
I want you all to know this is all completely unintentional.
Actually, now that long bass note sounds kind of cool. I don't hear that with the pulse channels from above.
Sorry, what was that?
I want to hear 1F with play with 19 and 1A.
Oh, yeah. Hold on.
I don't know why, but I find it weird how other than Nitro Tracker and Nano Loop, there aren't many trackers for DS music. Well, that's true, but there was Korg DS10, which was kind of a big one. And there's a couple other like DS apps. There's like Electroplankton. There's a couple other like actually MIDI homebrew apps that were kind of like touchscreen MIDI or OSC apps or something. It was kind of like, I was kind of interested in experimenting a little bit in that arena, but then like smartphones came out, so it kind of became moot to use like a DS. When like
The DS10 was fun.
Touch OSC runs on Android and iOS, and it lets you, build your own custom like touchscreen interface and stuff, so it kind of got less intriguing to deal with.
I made one
primitive
DS10
DS
track.
thing. Yeah, I messed around with it a little. I never really got like proficient at it.
I have
Can I-
one bad
Can I
one.
pass
Sorry.
off the rest of my time?
Yeah. You gotta yeah.
No,
pick
you have to
pick
do your
somebody.
time.
No.
Pick
You have
somebody.
to do your time.
It's a sentence.
You're next.
Okay. Guess we'll reset the timer. Yeah.
This is what we need to do. We need to switch as often as possible to frustrate defensemen.
Have any of you ever made music for things like PC Engine?
No.
No, I haven't.
Is that like Bamboo Tracker?
That's PC 98.
That's not the same thing.
No, it's different. I think we
Okay,
may need to
then,
revert something over here. Because I think these were just drum tracks.
No, it was to to go along the melody to have it doubled.
It's crazy how many trackers exist, though.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, look, I did make some ARP tables already. Yeah, so... Right, so what was that table I was using before? It wasn't that one. What was it? It was a clone of OF, right? So which one was that?
BRB.
I guess it was nowhere. Okay. 11. And the point of this was, well, actually, we put this guy here, then we can do whatever we want over here. Wait, what? Oh, whoops. Or what we really even could do is this. Although, actually, oh, that's gonna change all of those. Whee! No,
So it was
turning
either-
it into a sound effect. What?
I was just gonna say, it was either the last Telemelt stream or the stream before that. We were talking about like theoretically making the chord command have
Yeah.
actual useful chords.
Right.
And Defense Mech helped me work it out where you could have pretty much every useful chord in a command and also do like which direction the ARP goes in, chord inversion and also chord speed, and fit that all in a single command. I don't know how you would show it on the screen, but you could do it. You could definitely do it.
Hell yeah.
I don't think it should ever be a real feature, but I was curious, like, what's the theoretical, like, maximum? Like, you probably wouldn't want to get rid of the existing chord command. You'd want a new one on top of it, which I think is... Mate does something like that, right?
Yeah, that's basically exactly what they did for that. It's... We might as well just take this one and make it kind of an inversion. So what is the chord command here? 3-8. So instead of 4-7, it would be like 3-8. See? And then what is it? Yeah! And then we could do our... I know. Well, so the thing is, like, I totally get wanting to have a separate command, but I also kind of think just having the C command... I mean, the biggest issue is you break all of the old songs that are using this C command unless you figure out a very intelligent way to auto upgrade. So like it would totally break compatibility with old songs, but I really think that like it should just be the C command. So the fact, I mean, M8's super flexible, and that's why we get spoiled, is because you can just be like, oh, we're just add one. Plus, you have space where you can throw commands around, like you're not just stuck with one command column.
Well, I mean, stuff like C6C or C0C can be useful with the C command, which like wouldn't be in the new one.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really just like changing how you use tables. If you get rid of the existing one.
Yeah, that's what people didn't want, was like having to use more tables. Because we
Could it
can
be a
already do
setting?
that.
Could there just be a toggle in the settings of like the behavior of like the C command?
There could.
That way, you know, you could just toggle it to have new behavior versus being able to like preserve the behavior of like previous songs made with C command.
Oh,
Whenever I have these kinds of thoughts, I have no idea if they're just the absolute like worst idea for like, you know, it's like for, like the CPU and however much like, you know, like power it would take to have
wait.
that option.
This is such a me thing. When I take somebody else's songs, I just go through and like optimize their tables. It's kind of a rude thing to do.
You have 1 minute 30 seconds
yeah,
to
I'm
keep
gonna pass my
optimizing,
time off to somebody else.
That's insane. Cool. I like this. I like your table work though, because like I never do anything the way you do in table, so I really enjoy watching whatever the heck you do in them.
I'll say too, the arts in this song are really nice.
Like little fireworks. I don't know.
Yeah. I like the little staccato ones earlier too.
I got super inspired because I did that transcription of Info Drive. I think I was talking about it last time, and I said I was gonna play that track, and then I didn't, which is fine. And I was like, because I was like, what are these ARPs doing? Like how? I think I eventually got it, or at least as close. Because I'm using version 9, and I, had this mindset going in where I was like, I'm not gonna try to emulate what was going on in the old version. I'm just gonna do it the way that I would do it if I were trying to do it now. So, but I was like, oh, I didn't. Sometimes I just forget that you can do things like think about the pulse channels as a 2 oscillator synth, meaning like you can do the same thing in both, or you can kind of like tune one voice an octave higher and like do the chorusing, but also like if you only had one voice and you could do things with ARPs but use both channels alternating between like the melody and then ARPs like at the same time. Whereas normally I'm thinking put ARPs in one channel and put the lead in the other channel. It doesn't really occur to me to do things in both channels at the same time always. Because it just seems like an insane way of working. But also it's just inspiring to see the way that other people think about it. Or like I don't really take the time to sculpt out ARP tables. Because, the C command is fast and easy and effective. But, there's a couple other songs I want to transcribe to try to emulate. Like, there's a couple where I just want to know what's going on. And, like, even just taking the time to try to work out what they've done and not try to get it like 100%, but just approach it the best that you can. And it's like a super, I don't know, it just feels like learning power up, like achievement unlocked, like just adds tools to the toolbox when you get to see like, hopefully that's how other people are, finding this stream to be. Because that's what you were saying, Skip, I think, was like being able to see how other people work and that kind of being like a, I don't know, just maybe a new inspire new ways of doing things. I remember that being one of the core goals. Yeah. So it's cool. I mean, I was like, oh, maybe it would be interesting to try to stream some like LSDJ transcription, but at the same time, it could be really boring. Don't forget, everybody, in about 30 minutes, on battleofthebits.com, there's going to be summer chip results stream, which is kind of why we scheduled this for a little bit earlier. We've got a Telemelt collab in the Game Boy submissions, which was the one we made called Machete that we finished a few weeks ago.
Yeah,
and then,
definitely going to win the competition. Like number one, everything. That's sure. That's guaranteed, basically.
Yep. That was the goal when we started writing it, was to win Summer Chip. So I think we set out and we are achieving that goal.
I don't see how we like. It's really guaranteed. I mean, all the other songs are shit. Ours is perfect. So.
Yeah, well, you know what's so funny is, you know how Dammy Fortune wins every battle, every major battle. With Dammy Fortune, like all the top 10 entries are Dammy Fortune. This is the only entry with Dammy Fortune. So
I think I checked earlier that there are two entries. So
no, there's
worst case,
only one.
Worst case, silver medal.
No. You already said it was a foregone conclusion.
No, yeah, sorry for doubting. Yeah, guaranteed first place.
And then I also submitted another entry, which I think that one is only good enough to win second, because it's pretty much it's very similar in style to Honey Bun, which came in second for Candy Tunes. But no, there's a bunch of other Game Boy entries that other Telemelt collabers have provided on their own. Submitted. I think
so
Dogs Plus Plus has one in Game Boy and one in Wild Chip. There's one from Skip Sandwich.
As well.
There's one from Connor Baxter.
Yeah.
That's in Wild Chip.
Yeah, I think we all have like our respective entries.
I don't, but yeah.
Yeah, although I don't know if you realize, but I've assumed like your first name is Sandwich now.
Yeah. You can call me that. Friends call me Skip, Skippy, my first name, James, whatever.
Mr. Sandwich as my father.
Yeah, Mr. Baguette. Senor Baguette. People think my name is French, but it's actually British, I'm pretty sure.
I will always be scarred of Pouale ripping out most of my favorite part of a track swiftly and without remorse. Was that in Machete? I totally don't remember that. Also, if Pouale ripped it out, it probably had to go, honestly.
Yeah. When Pouale destroyed something I wrote,
I don't know the name of the track, and honestly, you're not wrong, but it was scarring nonetheless.
It was probably, I guess, how did you call it? Just the Crust?
Yeah. No, honestly, I mean, we had to finish Machete, like, by the deadline. Like, we finished it, like, an hour before the Summer Chip deadline, but there would be things I probably would go back in now and revise. So I'm like...
To be fair, like, Machete, I didn't participate a lot. Like, I think I wrote, like, 4 bars. And,
I feel like everybody felt like that.
The beginning of a transition.
It was... I mean, I can hear sections. It's like me... you added some stuff, but there's also, like, Connor Baxter has a whole section in there. Roboctopus kind of has a whole section in there. Connor Baxter did a lot of writing on that, I think, and .exe also did some stuff in there. So, but then it was the other people who popped in. Like, there was Dammy Fortune with like 2 bars. Dogs Plus Plus. Dogs Plus Plus added a section as well too. But there were like, it was like, yeah, it's a real patchwork thing of a bunch of different stuff that got assembled. Skip hopped in a few times. Yeah, definitely.
I've been trying to get more people to hop on this stream, potentially.
Deadbeat Blast?
No, absolutely not Deadbeat Blast.
I should probably not name people in particular.
Yeah, I mean, so there's this guy called Xynosaur. It's from the Montreal scene.
Oh, cool.
Really, really great. Great guy, great musician. But I don't know if he's interested. He doesn't do a lot of LSDJ stuff, but he can.
I think it's cool just to have people on to chat, even if they don't feel super confident in their LSDJ like skills or because I don't know if he plays an instrument or anything else or just wants to chit chat or comment.
he's also French, so it would be we could continue. We could have more French.
Well, he's not
speakers.
French.
French or
Montreal.
Canadian French?
Oh yeah, sorry, Canadian French.
I think if you say to people from Quebec that they are French, I think they will kill you.
Well, I still think of it as French because at least it's not Northern Ontario French. Like, they have signs up there that are like car garage to automobile. You know, it's if Quebec French is like butchered, France French, then Northern Ontario French is like butchered Quebec French.
Well, I don't think like Quebec butchers French. Like usually they are even more conservative than French people about the French language. Like they have a law that they have to translate all the. Like they are not allowed to have like movie names in English or video game names in English. So like there are lots of American movies in France the title is not translated. For example, Pulp Fiction is called Pulp Fiction in France, but in Quebec they have to translate it. And so for example, Pulp Fiction is called Fiction Pulpeuse, which doesn't really make sense in French, I guess, because like pulp is not really a word.
Oh.
I mean, in the sense of my turn.
Oh yeah, go for it. Sorry.
This bass line is getting close to push me.
Yes. That's why I was playing that. I don't know if you guys can hear the piano on the chat.
Oh no, I couldn't.
No, we couldn't actually.
Yeah, shoot. Okay, I need to fix that. I'm glad you caught that though, because I was like, yeah, wait, why? Oh, right. In I need to follow the right path to. Oh, it's gotta go here.
I'm realizing just now that the section I was writing is shit.
Oh my god, it does sound like that.
Yeah.
We're allowed to do covers without realizing it.
No, it's what do you call it when like
quote. You're quoting it. Yeah, I did that a couple of times because I'm collabing with somebody and they wanted me to solo on something, and I had like a bunch of quotes and I was like, I hope this isn't like too crazy. Let me know if I need to tone it down. But like Bebop quotes and then like Nintendo quotes, it's just like going nuts.
What's the name of that modern composer who's famous for that?
Oh, I don't know. Isn't there a limit to the amount of French people you can have in one chat?
This should be legally.
I think like one is already a lot.
I know, I'm still butthurt by 9/11.
One's a crowd.
Yeah.
Is anyone old enough to remember Freedom Fries? Just curious.
Yeah, wait, that was about to come up earlier because I was about to joke about.
You gotta joke about Freedom Fries. The famous Bill O'Reilly.
Well, I was thinking about maybe when you were talking about the most American soda or the most American beverage ever or something. I don't remember.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we don't refer to them as French people, we refer to them as freedom people.
No, anti-freedom people.
Well, then they should have been called anti-freedom fries.
No, we called our French fries freedom fries. We wouldn't call them freedom people.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, so it would have to be people from like Louisiana would be
freedom people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am going to start a Marxist LSDJ streams where we can dig a lot deeper.
Yeah. Property is theft.
It's also just because it's the election season, so I'm like way spicier than normal when it comes to politics.
So what are you just cutting the notes by a certain section? I guess that would be a question for Pouale asking, what are you doing? But I think Skip Sandwich put this section together. I think that, did you do the same thing that you did last time where you kind of took a couple of bars and looped them?
It's what I do all the time.
Are you cutting the notes by certain section? The K command, I think that was the question.
Oh, okay.
Well, so yeah, basically one row is 6 ticks by default. No, it's not. Why can't I? Yeah. Okay, so basically, like on the phrase screen, each row flies by with 6 ticks, and here the K command says, okay, after a certain number of ticks, I want the note to end. So here, like, it's very short.
K is short for kill command.
But they're not French, right? Like, aren't they actually Belgian?
Yeah, I think they're Belgian, but I mean, half of Belgium was part of France at some point, so I understand why there would be a confusion. I'm not so sure, honestly. But no, the real reason they're called French fries is because, like, the chef has to French kiss the potatoes before cooking them.
Where's my There we go.
How do you do that again?
Q.
Oh yeah.
I think there's other. Maybe just those three. There's I forgot we have a Discord soundboard too, and
I thought that's what it was for a second.
No, it's the actual, like, Telemelt reactions. Why does this stuff always happen when Pouale is in the call? Is it ragging on France or French people? I don't exactly know what you're referring to. Yeah, we have to make fun of France because we just... How else are we going to deal with the fact that we really should probably be living there, but we're stuck in this hell country?
We're butthurt that we have descendants from, like, the Anglo-Saxon, like, countries or whatever, and then now we're stuck here. And this is
I'm Canadian, but...
Well, you know, North America, it's all kind of the same.
I'm Canadian is, like, the best retort for that.
Look, yeah, you and your fancy free healthcare, we get it.
We have options here. I can take the ambulance that costs $4,000, or I can take the ambulance that costs $6,000. Okay.
Or you can take the Uber.
Yeah.
It costs $69. Nice.
It has its ups and downs. Like, for the most common types of emergencies, free healthcare is way better. For, like, stuff where it's like stuff that isn't covered, it can be not so great, but...
That's kind of when I was joking that it's not like North America is all the same. I used to think it was, oh yeah, that's probably the... I mean, I still think free healthcare is like a thing that everybody should have, but it's clear that it's got its own limitations that probably wouldn't, I don't know, be readily apparent to people who have been stuck in this horrible system.
Yeah, like, so I knew someone who was a senior with cancer and basically had water in their brain. I forget what that is called. And they basically, because they had like a pre-existing condition, they were put like lower on the priority list to deal with the water in the brain, and like they got permanent brain damage from that. So it's like,
Whoa.
yeah, it's stuff like that is not great. Because like, you know, they had cancer, but it was like a 20-year prognosis. So it's like now they have to live the last 20 years of their life like this, you know. So sorry to make it heavy.
Yeah, no, but it's like an important issue anyway, regardless. You know, and it's like here, yeah, I agree with Lexi. The American healthcare is bad because everything is all about hospitals and drug companies and insurance companies, and that it's a big cartel basically that controls.
I mean,
it.
it's the profit motive. It's the racketeering aspect that, you know, the American system is failing as a first world, like, you know, in first world presence, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think that's like
it
the
feels
ultimate
icky.
thing, and then there's like a bunch of issues as a result of that like it could still be okay perhaps with the profit motive, but the fact is that it's so the insurance companies and the drug companies have such a hold on everything that it's like that's the priority. It's not like people's actual health.
Right, and where like Canada's issue just seems kind of like a funding issue rather than like anything else. Like
I hear it's the same in the UK, but yeah, it's not perfect. But like I was saying, for the most common issues, like it's a lot better than America. Like you're not going to be paying for an ambulance ride like $20,000. So
Why not?
good point.
Why not? Yeah, dude. Like,
What if I just want to pay for an ambulance today?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, where's your freedom to pay for an ambulance? If you can't pay $20,000 for an ambulance, you're not in a free country. That's my opinion.
The section is kind of becoming pretty fun.
Yeah, but I think it's fun, but I think I have no idea how to develop it. I hope Deathmech will have better ideas.
I think you did a good job.
What would ever give you that impression?
I don't know.
I think this is like a little extreme. Okay.
We have to lead back into that B section that's like bum 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 ba bum ba ba. You know, the really happy one. Somehow.
This one?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. We'll put that down here, man.
I think like we have two very happy sections. There's like
Well,
the one at row 5, I think.
We'll extend Paul's play clock double so he can take care of that.
Yeah. Well, either way, the stream is over in 15 minutes. You know, you could delete this. I won't be mad.
This is just silly.
It's fun. I'm so into it.
Yeah.
The more chaos, like, it doesn't matter what you do. Like, it sounds good.
Yeah, that's good for like a live jam.
What the heck is going on? Something is very weird with my what happened? Help.
Undo.
Undo. No, I'm trying to clone this. That's what I'm trying to do. There we go. What is this? Yeah, that's not supposed to be there. Yeah, so what I wanted to do is
You could probably delete 24 as well.
You know what?
Just so we remember.
I think you could just delete the whole song.
Oh.
Does Battle of the Bits ever do like a Game Boy specific battle?
Yes,
It's been a while.
and I'm not allowed to tell you this, but there is going to be an official LSDJ format, which is going to be like LSD PRJ or LSD SNG, but I'm not allowed to tell you that yet.
Well, it's canceled now.
Interesting. I can't wait to not hear that because you didn't say it.
I don't know how to feel about it because I feel like I think like LSDJ is very specific compared to like other Game Boy tools, but I also feel like there aren't a lot of tools of people competing in Game Boy battles in general right now.
Yeah.
So I don't see. I think it will cause only less Game Boy battles and less LSDJ battles. I don't know. Well, I'm not super active in 1 hour battles right now.
Yeah, me neither.
So probably not a big difference, but yeah, I don't know.
I think
Well,
anybody who makes Game Boy music is mentally ill.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. That is true. But I mean, doesn't this extend to all chiptune in general?
Yes. Yeah.
I feel like some like mediums are like legitimately crazier than LSDJ because I feel like LSDJ is just as simple as it gets. Maybe that's just because I'm super biased.
Yeah, because I think like you could like I know some people that use LSDJ that are not like huge nerds. Because like I feel like at a certain time it was some kind of like the cool kids were doing LSDJ. I mean the cool kids will never be doing stuff like MML. This you have to be like a huge nerd for this.
Yep.
Everyone
has like,
their own
right-
range of nerdiness.
Today right now I don't think cool kids are doing LSDJ anymore. Only the nerds remain.
LCJ has never stopped being cool, okay?
There we go.
I'm gonna have to organize my my Tetris Attack kit that I made for LCJ. I want to use it in one of these one day.
Oh yeah, I need to patch some more samples into the ROM, so we should.
Some people ask about it like almost every stream.
No, they don't.
Once or twice.
Also, what the heck? I just feel like this has like almost no impact. Like, am I crazy?
What is a screen reader?
For people who are visually impaired. So it'll read the screen to them out loud so they can hear it.
Interesting. I didn't realize there was a name for that. I'm familiar with a little bit of it.
What part were you saying had no impact?
Oh, just the snare sound itself.
You could give it a little more like space, like kill the note before it, like one tick before.
Oh, yeah, I know. I'm trying to make it also very, very frenetic.
Okay.
So that, but you're right that I could. I think this might. We could also even just like.
Pretty good.
Oops. Oh, well, I don't need all of these.
People are gonna call us out and said that we ripped off the Ocean's baseline.
It would honestly be great if we could just have this. I don't know. Do you want to decide between this and then I just realized we can have a random S command? Which would be, or I guess this could be 0 and this could be F. Not that I don't know, whatever. 01.
Does anybody remember the Crystal Castles drama?
Oh, come on. Can we not?
I vaguely remember it.
Deathmatch is like, sounds like you don't remember exactly what it was like, even though you didn't start chip tuning stuff until 2015.
Okay, here we go.
When it sounds like the emulator is broken, then you know it's good.
Yes.
This sounds like a fever dream, I like it.
Okay. Alright.
Oh, I guess you don't really get a full 10.
You could see how this sounds.
Well, it is kind of effectively doing that already because you've got 5 ticks of volume in the volume column and then 0 for the 6th tick.
I lost it. What table is it? Okay. So sorry, what
SOO and then ZFF. And then
That's
H01. So in essence, it doesn't really matter what the shape is in the phrase for that instrument. The emulator is loving that pleasure sound. Anyhow, before I forget, the summer chip results stream is happening on battleofthebits.com. Hey, we missed you too. I think we had a couple of streams. I was like, is anybody even in the chat?
Yeah, it really felt missing.
Yeah, last stream it was really like dire. There was nobody.
Yeah, so thanks for dropping by.
Yeah, I think we made a couple references about it being like just for us.
Yeah, I mean, last time we were like six or 7 people. So we didn't need an audience. We are already plenty. I think it's definitely much better to be like only 3 or 4 people. I mean, I feel like we are doing more progress and more focused progress.
That's just because the timer is ripping the control away from you.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe that helps as well.
Well, it's so interesting because I find it hard normally to like jump back in on the song because sometimes I'll just get sidetracked with conversation and then I'm like, I totally wasn't paying attention to whatever this person was working on. And so like having to jump back in means like even if you weren't paying attention, you still have to figure out what's going on. So I think it's actually kind of a good change.
Yeah, for sure.
We could certainly experiment with it or without it, but I just thought, you know what? It might be nice to have a timer on stream just so that somebody doesn't sit for 30 minutes and Unless we all agree, like, I'm forfeiting my time.
Maybe we should like you have a more flexible approach to the timer, in the sense that maybe like when the timer is up, we can have like 1 extra minute to finish what the person is working on. So if the person is actively working on something, they can finish it.
No.
I think maybe a Discord bot that just gives you a warning when you have 1 minute left.
No. Nope.
Sorry, hold on. I'm just gonna deafen for a sec so I can.
Deafen mech. Yeah, I mean, yeah, okay. We need to work on it a little. I mean, there's a timer on the thing, right? So just pay attention to that. But also,
yeah, that's true. That's true.
Also, I think there should be an option like, okay, if .exe says it hits 10 minutes, and then the next person was supposed to be Skip, and then Skip says, I want to forfeit some of my time back to .exe, or I want to forfeit like my 10 minutes, like that you could just skip the next time if you wanted to do that or something, like, you know, like Uno.
Yeah.
How many Uno freaks are in the audience tonight? Anybody ever play Uno?
Of course.
Yeah.
It's a classic.
But I feel like Uno, each group of person I play with have a different set of rules.
Yeah.
And I imagine like it's probably even worse, like in the US versus France. Maybe we have like widely different rules.
What you want is the timer to be a currency that you can literally shove towards another player every round. Oh, now we're getting into like game mechanics that are way beyond what I am even capable of thinking about.
I want a smart timer.
On Battle of the Beats, there was like a forum post about the Battle of the Beats economy, and how we might need inflation to keep the bank at zero. And I'm like, come on, it's fake money. Why would we want it to make sense one way or another? But I think like it's part of the fun for some people. I think it was cleaner, obviously.
Yeah, you're right. Uno is the second most popular game that is mostly house rules over written rules, the first being Monopoly. I have a fun, stupid fact about Monopoly. It was actually designed after the city that I live in, called Indianapolis.
Whoa.
Which itself was, I think there's like some similarities between Indianapolis and Washington, D.C. as well. I think. But regardless, yeah. I guess we're done. I guess that brings us to the end of the stream for today. I don't want to miss the summer chip results, so somebody let .exe know. He might still be deafened.
No, I'm not me.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
not.
He's back. All right.
Yeah,
well,
I'm done with
so, do we have time to like listen to what we? Listen to the whole song just one time.
I don't know if well, you said. Okay, let me take over. So you said maybe just take. I'll just put this part here.
And then can you connect 7 and 9?
In the dumpsters of history.
Yeah.
Thanks.
No, that's very cool. That's very, very cool. I like that a lot. I do think
Fun.
I almost wonder if oh, what was I gonna say? If somewhere like that it maybe shouldn't just reprise something there for even like a bar before jumping here. But that was just a quick thought, and I'm not like wedded to that by any means, but okay, very cool Monopoly Monopoly trivia over here, which is I heard the same thing you did. It was designed to like showcase why capitalism is bad because you end up with just a monopoly, and then they're like, yeah, that's the whole point. And then they called it Monopoly.
It kind of ends up being like the Stanford prison experiment for capitalism.
Yeah.
I have way too much fun playing Monopoly.
Playing the Stanford prison experiment.
No, like I should never be a landlord, is what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, right. And we will happily discourage you from becoming a landlord.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, you won't become a landlord by doing chiptune.
Yeah, not at all. Unless you create your own tracker and then start charging people a monthly subscription to use it.
Yeah.
Good luck. Okay, everybody. Check out the Summer Chip results on Battle of the Bits. Thanks for joining us on Telemelt. Thanks, everybody, for dropping by .exe, pouale, and Skip Sandwich. And I guess we'll maybe, see you again in 2 weeks.
Yep.
See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.